Man right is Smith. First down, and they go right back to him. Ooh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
73. No touch.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got Devontae Smith. And that will not be enough for a first down. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
No touch. Hey! Hey, easy. 63, bang! No touch.
Hurts now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Crowd left Yeti.
Dotson now in motion right.
No touch.
Hurts now on 4th. Flush down now to his left. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Well, he couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now it's a bootleg for him. Bails out of the pocket quick. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. First tone of the game for James Cook. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
First and 10 from the 41. Another one for Cook. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to the link right after this. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They have second and pretty long here. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Cooper to Gene in to pick it off. And the Eagles take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. Second and long, they didn't have to pass, Brock, but you kind of knew that was what was coming, and they had the right coverage out there to pick it off.
Yeah, you really have two choices here, Kate, offensively, right? You could play conservative, try to get to a manageable third down, or you go step on the gas with aggressiveness, and I love aggressiveness. The problem? Well, this defense saw it coming, and even more so, they took it away. They went up and attacked it and got the ball for themselves.
That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And they get this down to the 28. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Motion man right is Smith. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, they eschewed the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front, and they fired off the line knowing a run was coming, and boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
Crowd love Yeti. Hey, Tiger Hornet. Hey, Silver. Don't touch it.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He puts some power on a deep one left. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands, and now it's 4th down. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. The kick by Hopkins is good, and that will add to their score.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's got Khalil Shakir. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a 1st down. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. Escapes a defender. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. On the move, headed right. On the run right. They connect on the deep shot. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills make it a 1-score game before halftime. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Short kick gathered in at the 15. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
8 yards on the pickup.
63.
At the 42-yard line.
A play fake. Now Hurts to throw. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? And that leaves him with 3rd and short.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Great, set. Go Silver, ready?
Campbell going to motion over right.
No touch.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. And this one's going to be close. Did he get both feet inside the chalk? Oh, no, he did not. Great effort, but an incomplete pass.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
They'll motion him out of the backfield.
No touch.
On 4th down, Hurts. He connects downfield on 4. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles will add to their lead at the end of the half. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles make it a 10-point ball game. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. Play action now. Allen. He's on the move. Oh, now he's looking for a deep shot across the... He's got it deep downfield. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. So Buffalo's going to call it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Throwing now on first down. Allen. Buys time, rolling right. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
It's Allen out of the pistol. Has it in close. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Again, Allen to the air. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Amendola able to put it through. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Allen looking to throw. This will be caught by Cooper. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he works this to the 38 before going down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Oh, he put some heat on this deep. He's got it inside the 10. And he gets them down to the 9 before going out. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off. I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal. Throwing here, Allen. Headed out right. And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Eagles will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. Drive starts out with a first and 10.
Hey, easy, 63, bang! Alpha, alpha, alpha! Delta!
Now Hurts. He's going to push one deep down there. Big gain downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Christian Benford up to make that stop. Second down now, 7 to go.
Brings up second and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Has room inside the 25. It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles push their lead further to start the half. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Hey, tight. Look out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Shakir with the grab. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. 1 play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Chased out to his right. On the run right. Throwing deep. Brought in inside the 20. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. The drive picks up here. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Forced out to his right. Cut near the goal line. And in, touchdown Buffalo. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
On the move, headed right. And the pass succeeds. A little momentum builder as they try to dig into this deficit.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2, but that risk pays off.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Covey now to return this. And that hit is going to freeze him at the spot. He got stuck right at the 20. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Great. Set. Kyle left, Yeti. No touch.
Handoff headed right. Barkley. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The defense calls a timeout. That's their 1st. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down. Slot man in motion right. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Hey, 73, 73. Crowd left Yeti. Hey. Hey. No touch.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Running back sent in motion.
No touch.
From the pistol, Hurts. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Great. Check. No touch.
Running right, it's Barkley. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles up by 6. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
No touch. Hey. No touch.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 3 yards on the carry, and now they face 4th down.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
A 41-yard attempt.
The kick by Hopkins is good. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
Best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. When they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air, Allen. He rolls to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
He has the 1st over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry up.
First down, Bills.
Half. What's that?
Allen now on first down. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Eagles get it back as he intercepts.